Hola, 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 ¿cómo estás? It's time to do some fucking live reactions, bro. Hold on. There we go. Alright, we're gonna be doing some live reactions. We got 7 different videos lined up, 2 of which was recommended by some of you guys in my comments, so shout out to you guys, you know what I'm saying? The first one we're gonna start with is, and I will make these into VODs, so let me start recording this so that I don't forget. But first thing, we're getting into the Krishan Rock files. I don't know what the hell's been going on with her, but the last time I checked on her, pretty sure that she was, you know, accused of some kind of I don't want to say child abuse, but being extremely negligent when it came to her son, especially while she was pregnant, you know what I'm saying, drinking and shit. Nothing good, bro. Let's check out this video.
For a long time, Krishan Rock was basically seen as a sideshow attraction. She was the kind of person people could point to and say, that's everything wrong with society, thanks to her reputation as the unhinged queen of the crash outs, and her apparent tolerance for the dysfunctional relationships in her life.
Yeah, because this is a little...
Whoa,
My bad, Chad.
whoa, wait, you put a hole in my wall.
She said,
She can fix it.
Above all, there was
she does not give a fuck.
a general sense that the most harm she was doing to anyone was herself, and because of that, it was okay to laugh at her outlandish, degenerate ways.
Krishan, why the fuck would you eat a rose? Bro, spit it out, 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 spit it out.
What?
Why the fuck was you just... I know you're playing.
I was trying to see if it was plastic.
I know you did not just do that.
You don't never have like intrusive thoughts, bro. Chips.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to act on them. Least of all, fucking eating a rose. What the hell is wrong with you, girl? Man, this is the type of behavior that she was probably doing, and this is caught on video, so I'm not trying to accuse her of anything crazy, while she was pregnant, bro. This freaking intrusive thoughts of doing dumb shit for no reason, by the way. I don't think she's even clip farming. I think that this is just how she is.
Anyway, if one more PSA, mark my word, I'm gonna be a billionaire. Real shit. Like, big rock. You hear me? So, just tune in.
W aspirations?
After enduring some storms, she's recently been trying to find her way back and envisioning her life as a woman of faith.
Every time I stood on the stage, that's why I always like was drunk. Like I couldn't.
Because you're trying to find satisfaction.
Yeah, I couldn't find, and even through that, I wake up heavy, heartbroken, sick, not wanted, suicidal, questioning myself. But I knew there's a God; He's real.
Wow.
And I just knew I was doing it to myself. But I kept asking Him for a way out. Like, what do I do? What do I do?
And you calling on him, calling on him.
But now it looks like it might be a little too late, as she may have bigger issues
What?
to try and navigate.
Krishan Rock accused of murdering her ex by the internet? Are you fucking serious right now?
In the near future.
Krishan, baby, you going to jail. No, you're not going to jail. You're going to prison. You know why you're going to prison? Because you keep playing on this internet. We all know that you had something to do with motherfucking Ronnie's death. Ain't nobody dumb, ain't nobody slow, ain't nobody stupid, bitch.
As behind all those laughs we had at her expense, there's a far more sinister side of it, all that may have swept at least one, if not several.
This is what I was talking about, bro. Krishan Rock smoking / drinking during her pregnancy literally was doing this over and over and over again. And if you've ever seen her son, man, oh God.
Innocent people up in. And now it appears that not only has she ruined one life out of the starting gate, but may have actually ended others in cold blood.
Nah.
If you're here, you know exactly how Krishan shot into the public consciousness. The other half of a chaotic relationship with none other than the West Coast rapper Blueface, their entire time together felt like it played out in full view of social media. The more she became obsessed with him, right down to inking his face on her body several times, the more they seemed to spiral into a violent cycle of abuse and reconciliation.
At first, I was being real tight and strict because it was like, we don't even really F with each other. What are you doing? Then it went from like, come on, stop being mean to me. All right, I'll stop being mean to you, and I'll just be nice talking to you. Now it's back to, he don't really like what I got going on. He don't like that I'm following people back. He called me a pop star because I'm following everybody back that was supporting me in the begin with, and they A-list celebrities. Then my baby daddy got serious mental issues, for real. He over here mad because I don't even know. First, it was like, all right, it's cool, you can break up with me. You can follow boys back, you know, back, okay, because he following, you know, bitches, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I don't care. I'm standing in my lane.
The darkest part of all of it.
Somehow I don't think that your ex-boyfriend is the only one with mental health issues, man. I think you got a case of those too. I don't know if it was like sexually transmitted. I don't know what happened, because I heard that she used to be like a promising athlete, like a great track star. And then whatever the fuck happened, and now she's here. So I don't know if she was always a crash out or if something happened in her life and it changed how she is.
Is that their dysfunctional relationship was deemed to be so marketable that it was documented for the cameras on their ill-advised Zeus reality TV show.
Babe.
What is going on here? What is going on here?
The glass.
Bro,
He wants nothing to do with this.
I'm getting the glass out.
you can't just rip it like that.
I'm not rubbing it. I'm getting it out. Look.
Where people stopped laughing and began to be a little concerned by everything they were seeing was when it was announced that Krishan was pregnant.
Hey, man.
It was one thing that they were intent on torturing themselves, but bringing a kid into the mix is a different matter entirely. And to put it bluntly, most people felt like the kid didn't have a hope in hell even before he was born.
Yeah, he
I want
didn't.
to put up $5,000 that Blueface and Christian Rock have a retarded baby. Let's start making
Well.
this now. Come on now, literally. I got $5,000.
Well, somebody give this nigga $5,000. You know, that's all I'm gonna say, bro. Listen, right? We don't know for sure. I don't think we have any like medical records that show that he is medically, you know what I'm saying, a little bit slower than others. But you can just look at the kid and be like, yeah, something's definitely wrong here. Something's going on here. Something happened. I mean, she was drinking, so you can maybe make the assumption that that's the reason why.
$1,000 that Christian Rock and Blueface have a baby. Baby gonna be dumb in the motherfucker. They not gonna have a healthy baby.
I don't know why he said Christian Rock, bro.
I bets on it right now. I got $2,000. I got a side bet that the baby don't make it. I got a $2,000 side bet that they baby don't make it. Who want to bet? Who want to take?
That's kind of fucked up.
Say no. I got 5,000. I say somebody tag Blueface. Somebody tag Blueface and Christian Rock. I got $5,000 that they have a retarded baby.
No, you said that the baby don't make it. That was way too far, man.
It's gonna be autistic. Or if it ain't be autistic, it's gonna be a mute baby.
Okay.
One kind of baby. I got a 2,000 side bet that the baby don't make it. I
With
got
who?
$2,000 that Christian Rock baby don't make the 9 months. That motherfucker baby don't stand a chance in life.
Come on, man. You shouldn't be laughing, bro. This is a tragedy. This is sad, bro. That baby didn't do nothing. That baby's 100% innocent. And then he's come into this disgusting situation with his parents. You can't pick who your parents are. So, stop laughing, bro.
No, I'm dead, motherfucker. Serious. Who want to bet? I'm taking all bet. I'm taking all motherfucking bet. $5,000. That baby.
What is this behind him, bro? What the hell is he sitting on right here?
That's gonna be a baby.
Why is he in boxers too? Are you on Instagram live in boxers right now?
Baby will not be able to play well with other kids normally. That baby will not be able to go outside and ever play by herself without being supervised. Between him and her, yeah, that baby ain't finna make it.
Considering how little people expected of her, it would have been easy for Krishan to rise above. Instead, she was seen as partying throughout the duration of her pregnancy.
Drinking,
with Krishan Jr. Even
smoking,
being on camera saying that she planned to terminate the pregnancy when things with her and Blueface were turbulent.
Oh my gosh.
Drink it.
She asked for another bottle. I'm just
You got a liquor?
Yes, I can. I can abort the child tomorrow. It won't
Oh,
happen.
hell
Yeah,
nah,
I don't
nigga.
have a kid. And I know it's his kid. I don't care. I'm still killing it. That's the fun part.
Shockingly, a
Damn.
little
So when this little boy grows up, what the fuck you think he's gonna think, bro? What do you think he's gonna think about his mother when he hears that clip, dude? You know, if he's even able to understand what she is saying because of the implications that have come upon him by his mother drinking and smoking while she was pregnant, what do you think he's gonna think about his own mom?
kid that needed to be welcomed by love was used as a pawn in their game. All the while, things between the two continued to deteriorate as allegations of assault poured in.
I was in the corner of the bed. He was beating my body. And then he like, if you move, your stomach gonna bleed. I'm gonna kill this baby. You're gonna be bleeding for a month on schoolyard crib. You're not a crib. That's not crib.
Against the odds, Krishan Jr. was born, but it immediately seemed like there was something wrong. As
His name is Krishan Jr. Are you fucking serious, nigga? You talk about like, listen, I know people name their kids after themselves, right? But like, I just feel like this is them just being lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't bother at all to want to think of another fucking name for him, bro.
His development continued in a stunted fashion. Blueface is notoriously
Actually, before I continue, let me put on my Instagram. We gotta put on the Instagram that we're live. Hold on. I'll do it like this. I'll do it like this. Bam. Alright. I'm post it on IG. I need a link to the fucking to the stream though. Story. Do I need a link to the stream? I do need a link to the stream. Boom. Share it. There we go. Okay. And then boom. Then boom. Bam. Boom. See, pull up. All right, there we go. All right, let's continue the video now. I'm gonna go back like a few seconds.
opinionated wrong. As his development continued in a stunted fashion, Blueface's notoriously opinionated mom, Alyssa Saffold, suggested the blame all felt on Krishan.
And different problems like that. We know what that shit come from. We got kids. They tell us when we pregnant what to do, what not to do, what can happen, what cannot happen, all of that. John already got 2 kids and they came out perfectly fine.
Right.
No issues at all. So to be saying that the pregnancy and the this and the that, we watched it on TV. We watched it. I don't know how we was able to watch it legally, but we all watched that shit legally. And I tried. I said, don't do this, don't do that. And y'all told her, don't listen to her, don't listen to her. She's a hater, she's just jealous. That's what y'all.
Ain't nobody jealous, ain't nobody hating you to take care of your baby and not to drink and smoke while you're pregnant. Are you fucking kidding me? This is common sense. Oh fuck. Let me, hold on. I had it on the wrong way, bro. Y'all couldn't even fucking see it. Hold on. Let me play it from here.
His development continued in a stunted fashion. Blueface's notoriously opinionated mom, Alyssa Saffold, suggested
Look at the kid, bro. Like he can't even sit upright. And I know he's like super young, but damn, bro, just look.
blame all felt on Krishan.
Look.
And different problems like that. We know what that shit come from. We got kids. They tell us when we pregnant what to do, what not to do, what can happen, what cannot happen, all of that. John already got 2 kids and they came out perfectly fine. No issues at all. So to be saying that the pregnancy and the this and the that, we watched it on TV. We watched it. I don't know how we was able to watch it legally, but we all watched that shit legally. And I tried. I said, don't do this, don't do that. And y'all told her, don't listen to her, don't listen to her. She's a hater, she's just jealous. That's what y'all told her.
Exactly what's going down with Krishan Jr. remains.
Look at my guy's eyes. Alright. Now listen, you could say hey, he's cross-eyed or some shit. Nah. This is not the look of a kid that is cross-eyed, bro. This is the look of I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I say that as objectively as possible. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to make fun of nobody. I'm not trying to do nothing, bro. I'm just trying to be serious, bro. This is the implications of what she's been doing while she was pregnant. I am willing to bet that this was 100% preventable. This is not like some genetic shit that happens, you know what I'm saying, most of the time. Nah, this is just her being dumb and negligent, and then this happening?
Remains not just a mystery, not just in terms of what it actually is, but how it happened in the first
Oh my fucking God.
place. Blueface doesn't think the kid is disabled, but that there's simply negligence on her part that stunted his development.
But when you look at the pictures,
Nah, bro, you ain't about no development. Development is, oh, he can't read, he can't walk, da da da. You can look at his face. You can look at his face and be like, yeah, something is probably going on. You can deny it all you want, Blueface, and say whatever the fuck. I understand that's your son, but if you really want to help him out, okay, why don't you be honest about his condition, bro?
But that there's simply negligence on her part that stunted his development.
Come on.
but when you look at the pictures and the videos, it somewhat appears that there's some disability going on. Is that true?
You know what? There is no disability.
Stop.
The only disability is her.
Huh.
Oh,
She's
stop
not.
it.
How can I say this? She's not like into it enough. You know what I mean? So the things you normally do with kids, and you know how they start off walking and talking, it's a build up to that, and it takes a lot of you walking and talking to them.
Okay.
And that's where she's like not doing enough at.
Right.
Krishan also claims he's in perfect health.
What are you doing though? Like, okay, you're saying she's not doing it. Fair enough. I can believe that for sure. But Blueface, what are you doing? What part are you playing, gang? You know what I'm saying? Are you trying to, you know, compensate for that lack of teaching and learning and educating and shit? Or are you just going to talk about it on Vlad TV?
Not doing enough at.
Krishan also claims he's in perfect health, but goes one further by maintaining everything occurring as natural.
Blueface doesn't seem active in a child's life because of his disability. My son does not have a disability. He is developing at his own pace and hitting his milestones in his own timing. Every child is different, and I'm confident in his growth. If I said it, he had a disability, then he... But it's like,
don't tell me.
I ain't saying, not even just that. It's like, say if someone, a doctor, anybody speak against your kid or yourself, then you should not accept it, bro. Anybody. If they're guessing or whatever, no. The word said what the word said. God said what the God.
I remember this bullshit, bro. Word said what the word said. God said what the God said, bro. If a doctor comes and tell you that you have a disability, you know what you say? No. I don't have a disability, bro. I don't have anything. Oh, okay, sure, bro. This is complete bullshit, by the way. This is cope. And I think she knows better. She's just saying this shit because she doesn't want to admit that she is wrong. She doesn't want to admit that she was wrong when she was smoking and when she was drinking, and she was wrong the way she was talking about the kid, talking about, I just abort this nigga. Who gives a fuck, bro? Like, she doesn't want her pride, bro. It's her pride that's keeping her from just being like, you know what, guys? Yes, he obviously does have a disability. You can all see it. You know what I'm saying? It's so fucking obvious. So what's the point of me coming on podcasts and denying it?
I don't have to accept what you... So it's really like me, like, protecting a revelation that I heard from the Lord over my son.
Cap.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait when my son start walking and talking. I'm gonna just be like, exactly.
Like I told y'all.
I said
If you say I can't wait till he starts doing that shit, there's something up. No one is saying when it's a normal circumstance where like the kid is developing at a steady pace and you know what I'm saying, everything is like kumbaya. You don't say, oh nigga, I can't wait to show you guys, you know, oh he's walking and talking, I can't wait to show you guys that he's healthy. You know what I mean? No one says that. It's just like, yeah, they're gonna start walking and talking. You know what I mean? It's just another part of the process. The fact that she's saying that tells you that she knows something is up.
Nah, I told y'all. He told y'all. Shoot, I was just relaying the message. It's like one of those.
And why you bringing up God when you're the one who was smoking and drinking? The fuck? You know what I mean? Why weren't you listening to God when you were drinking and smoking while you were pregnant? On camera, by the way. You know, God knows what you did behind the camera, but on camera, you were doing that stuff. Where was God at?
Everyone is so convinced.
Come on,
Shortly
bro.
after their breakup, Krishan's short-lived Blueface rebound boyfriend, Hood Trophy Bino, made his own scathing comments about Krishan Jr.'s condition.
Somebody said, did he fall off the bed?
Yeah, he fell off the bed. That's what me and her really got into it about. But look, little bro fall off the bed. I'm like, man, pick him up.
This
like,
poor guy, man.
Strong. Man, bitch, pick up the fucking baby, you dumbass bitch. Why the fuck you let him fall in the first place? I had to walk out the hotel, bro. It made me so mad. I had to call my mama and tell her, like, Mom, like, I think this girl, like, trying to, like, get, like, let the little nigga get hurt on the accident. Like, She's sick, ma. I like, you feel me? I try to be nice and say it was because of the face tat. That's why I left you. No, bitch. I left you because you're horrible.
I said, Nick
No, he don't walk. He need to go take him to therapy, y'all.
Since then, it's felt like the
Bro, that guy, he's not even a dad or anything, and he was showing more care for the son than Krishan Rock was, bro. Like, that tells you all you need to know, bro. You know what I mean? That tells you all you need to know. The fact that she was saying that if a doctor were to tell her or her son that he has a disability, and her reaction to that is to just say no. You don't want to get him no help? You don't want to help him with the damage that you might have fucking caused, by the way? You don't want to try and supplement that? You think he's quote-unquote strong and he got it? You know what I'm saying? He don't need no help. Come on, bro. Can we do better than this?
He don't walk. He need to go take him to therapy, y'all.
Since then, it's felt like the perception that he's been mistreated both
Look at that. He can't even stand on his mother's legs.
in utero and afterwards had really stuck. Basically meaning that every new clip of the mother and son together only sparks further outrage.
Look, guys. Jesus Christ, man. You know, this is not no fucking development problem when it comes to, oh, you know, you're not walking with him, you're not talking with him. Nah, bro. He's cooked, bro. He's cooked.
Jokes.
He's cooked.
You ready to go, John? Huh? Huh? Let me see what your hat on. You don't like the hat?
Can't talk.
You don't like that? You don't like that?
I ain't gonna lie, probably like the mother, Krishan, and her son have the same like intellectual level, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, this is just two of the same. This is two of the same right here, bro. There's no fucking difference.
Look, let me see. Let me see how you look.
That's prenatal diet of Hennessy and hot Cheetos.
Yep.
Hate this bitch with a passion for what she did to this child while she was pregnant with him, and for continuing to rub our noses in the bullshit through social media. Some go even further, suggesting that she should be jammed up for it, as it crosses the line into neglect. And
I mean, low-key, yeah, because this is on camera, bro. She was literally smoking on camera. Like, I mean, I feel like there's some grounds for some legal action.
Child endangerment.
She's like, it's all right, I can just abort the child, not gonna hurt me. Fucking evil mindset. Like, what? She couldn't stop herself from smoking and drinking while pregnant. And I don't know why what she's done isn't just full-blown child abuse. Like, I don't know how.
It is, though. It is child abuse. I'm pretty sure everybody can come to the consensus that that was absolutely child abuse. Now, whether she'll go to prison for that, I don't think so. You know, I just don't think so. I would hope so, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think she'll have a lawyer good enough to like try and mitigate that shit, but I think someone could probably try and put her in prison. At least try.
That's not just a crime. Like, it's all just right out there in the open. Like, it's not a secret.
Rather than co-parenting in a way that benefit the kid,
Damn, bro, what is he looking at?
The dynamic between Blueface and Krishan continues to be fractious.
Oh,
with
man.
Blue routinely claiming that the kid might not even be his.
It's not supposed to be with him.
Stop.
People, places, and things. I repeat, all distract. Why are you laughing?
Says she's saying like, I rebuke all distract. Is she praying right now, bro? Blueface is laughing in her face because he knows this girl, bro. He knows that she is full of shit right now.
When you start claiming your son, that's when the beef's over. When you get your ass, when we spar and I whip your ass, that's when the beef's over. Period. We could pray a million times.
And that brings us directly to the next dark chapter of this story, and that is the murder of her ex Karen, Ronnie Doe Can.
His name is Karen? What the fuck are the odds?
Oh, it's a tragedy for any young man to get struck down in the prime of his life like that. There are people who believe that Krishan knows a lot more about this situation than he'd let on. In the months leading up to his sudden passing, Ronnie Doe, a former childhood sweetheart of Krishan's, had publicly declared that he was actually the father of Krishan Jr. and said that they had hooked up while she was still in the thick of her relationship with Blueface.
Whoa. Whatever charges she's trying to put on me, because she's trying to put charges on me to evade a DNA test.
She is? How could you evade a DNA test?
Get me locked up so that since I'm the one requesting the paternity test, the court can ignore it. If I'm, well, I've never personally been through this situation, so I don't know. But I would assume if I'm locked up in jail, it would be easier for her to evade the paternity test because the court is ordering that it be done. So if I'm in jail, who's gonna request the paternity? You don't have your rights when you're in jail.
In jail. I mean, I know you probably don't know. I don't know if you've been in jail, but they do give paternity tests in jail. But that's neither here nor there. So how come you waited this long to like say anything? Because Junior is like a year old now.
He's 15 months.
Once the public became aware of him, the
Okay.
dollar signs danced in their eyes, and soon he was conducting interviews where he insinuated that Krishan was basically trying to say that it was Blueface's baby just because he was wealthy.
Beneficial to her career, she will do right by you, and she will respect you, and she will walk on eggshells when it comes to you.
I don't think she really respects Blueface or walks on eggshells, bro. Yo, what's up, bro? What's good, gang? Welcome, bro. We're reacting to fucking the Krishan Rock files, and this shit is terrible, bro. I ain't gonna lie. She's one of the most despicable mothers I've ever seen on the internet, bro. I appreciate you pulling up.
And that's just the type of person she is, so that's why I think it's potentially so hard for her to just come out and like, hey, this is Ronnie's kid, because now we got her $1 million baby. It's going to go from allegedly $1 million baby, whatever, to a $0 baby. And it's kind of disrespectful, and it's kind of degrading, because why is Junior's value going to zero just because he's my son? He's still a $1 billion baby. He's still a $1 million baby. He's just not a Blueface baby.
Offensive as this was to him, Ronnie remained adamant that he'd uncover the truth.
Play on my intelligence. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I'm gonna address it. However, I need people to stop telling me I'm clout chasing. I need people to stop making me feel less of a man for trying to establish paternity.
Once his face...
I don't know, man. I don't know. This seems a bit sus. I ain't gonna lie. I don't believe him. I don't fully believe him yet. He could be telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But I'm pretty sure Krishan Rock said that he had mental health problems. Now, am I supposed to take that seriously because Krishan Rock says that someone has mental health problems? Probably not. I'll take it with a pinch of salt, but still, you know, I'll still take it, and I'll still take that into account. I don't fully believe him.
Was out there. Anyone involved in the story wanted to hear what he had to say. He even spoke to Blueface's mom to discuss the concerns over the child's well-being.
I don't necessarily feel like everything has been addressed in the best manner in regards to Junior, because he's been in so many different cares. He went from Smiley. He went from terrain.
Okay, you know what? That might be his son. Hey, bro, that fucking hey, man, maybe that's where the baby got it from.
To Blueface's dad, back to his mom. Like, he's been in so many different homes and in so many different hands. There been so much different energy since the day he came out of his mother's womb.
And unsurprisingly, this either fueled Blue's belief that the kid wasn't his, or was a convenient way to claim that he wasn't the dad.
Who knows?
I know y'all seen when I first got out, man. Y'all seen what happened when I first got out, chat. That's how we found out. You think Ronnie would be chasing her all around fucking Baltimore if that wasn't his baby? Make it make sense, chat.
When he didn't get the clarity that he sought from Krishan, Ronnie upped the ante. And when they saw his face, the footage had onlookers and online commentators jumping to one common conclusion. That baby looks like Krishan and her ex. That kid looks exactly like Ronnie.
This baby do look like
I mean, I understand what they're saying. I can kind of see it, but I can also see how that's Blueface's baby. Like, you know, it's just a light-skinned baby. Krishan Rock is a light-skinned. Blueface is not exactly the darkest dude. You know, so I can still see it.
This is Ronnie dude. Yeah, look. Right here.
Yeah. Oh shit. I mean, yeah, I do see it, but like, how much of this is like us, like confirmation bias? You know, you want to believe it, therefore you look so hard that you'll see shit that's not even there. Is that what's happening right now? I feel like that's what it is. I don't know. It could be his baby, bruh.
Nah, he might be the pappy for real. Nah, chat. This whole time I'm thinking it's Blueface. Look, here.
I mean,
yo, if she clapped the dad.
The incident happened in late November of 2024, and by February 2025, Ronnie had been murdered outside of his home in his native Maryland, apparently being shot upwards of 10 times. Just days afterwards, Krishan posted a DNA test to verify that Blueface was the father. However, not everyone necessarily bought that it wasn't forgery. And with that, conspiracy theories over her involvement in what remains an unsolved murder began to circulate. Once they were initially seen on subreddits and Twitter threads, the idea that Krishan may have silenced Ronnie picked up steam during an episode of Hollywood Unlocked when Taseki, Krishan's estranged sister, implied that she wasn't necessarily an innocent party.
Okay, speaking of Krishan's baby, there was a guy online from Baltimore who was claiming to be her baby dad. He really did get murdered? I mean, I saw that online. That was real?
Yes, that was.
And you knew, did you know him?
So yes, I fed that boy.
How did he end up getting murdered? Was he in the streets in the stuff, or was that just a random thing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can't even speak on it. But if I was to speak on it, it don't look too good for certain people that we know. So I'm not gonna speak on it.
Well, because it's just all. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm not the police, but I'll just leave it at that. Well, I'll say a little bit. He ran up on Krishan when she was out in public.
Yeah, and then he had a paternity test coming up or something.
And then it was all online.
And then it was pow, pow, pow. No,
you know, for somebody who fed him, I wouldn't do pow, 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 bro. That's a bit sus. That's a bit sus, you know, if like you fed someone, I fed that boy, right? And you probably have some kind of love for them. You wouldn't then say pow, pow, pow after they've been shot 10 times outside of their house. You know what I mean? There's just something a little bit weird there.
I'm sorry. Rest in peace, his soul.
That's sad.
It's very sad, especially because I fed him. We had a little argument before.
Okay.
You know, it's just like we were family. I'm gonna be honest. That little boy really loved her.
Did he?
Me being real, all this camera. We back in the streets. We back around the way. That little boy loved her.
So they were a thing.
It was passionate, but it was giving cloudy.
It was.
And that's why I just don't care to speak on it.
Yeah. Some important context to this is that in recent years, the relationship between the pair has been extremely fractious, even leading Krishan to throw some crazy accusation her sister's way.
Bro, does she have a good relationship with anybody?
Such as claiming that Taseki's kid was abused at 1 year old by a cousin of theirs. Still, when Krishan replied to these comments on the Danza project, it was evident that Rock was really shaken by it.
I don't know. It's kind of like weird. Like, you know how somebody say I love you, but then like insinuate something to throw you under the bus to make you look crazy. So it's like, you never miss me or love me, so stop saying that shit. You don't fuck with me. Just leave it at that.
In that same interview, she went deeper into their relationship and claimed that while she was legitimately sad about his passing, what he had been doing prior to his demise was just clout chasing.
Yeah, I lost somebody that I grew up with. Like, that's nothing to play with. Like, all right, he was trolling me. He kept making it seem like that's his baby when we wasn't even sexually active. So, but this is how I feel, bro. Blueface opened the door of disrespect and humiliation, so everybody else think they can do that shit to me, bro. On God, bro. They seen how my ex seen that shit. He seen that transaction, how like, all right, if I started beef, like say if I started beef with you and we just say we hung out once or twice. And then I use that once or twice as like a motive to say, oh yeah, so he did this and this and that, this and this and that, just to get a couple $1,000s from me because you gonna pay to interview me about you because you that nigga.
Still, the story wouldn't go.
Okay, that didn't really make that much sense. But I kind of understand what she's trying to say, okay? And low-key, she showed more empathy for that guy passing away than the sister did, bro. The sister was like, oh, pop, I'm so sorry that he died. Oh, no, oh, what a sad thing. She's actually being like, yeah, somebody I knew, he died. And it's really unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? But he was clout chasing. Also, I just peeped that she has like a little sucky shit here. What the fuck is going on here, gang? What is that? You know, I know when you have a son, I know you have a baby, but like, do you really got to make it into a chain?
Not least of all, because Blueface's own interview with Jason Lee didn't exactly stifle the notion that she might have been responsible either.
I don't know about that. To be honest, I don't know anything about that. All I know is she said that he called her, they were in contact before this happened. That's the only red flag I could see. Somebody comes out and says, hey, before this person died, they called me and this and that. That's just kind of like,
Well, because you said she's a setup artist, so.
That's what, from my knowledge, yeah, she's known to give addresses and do things in the spur of the moment, be very impulsive.
At this rate, the cops might as well make the Hollywood Unlocked host an honorary officer. Because when Krishan appeared on that same show, her own statement didn't help matters either.
All type of shit. He seen how Blueface ran the circus, so he tried to run his own and then ran himself into a grave that had nothing to do with me. He was already beefing with people in the streets because of what he did.
What he did to you?
No, what he was already doing.
In the streets?
Yeah. if that was to really like to be like an option of a father, like not like that, but his family is like a real good family. He come from a good family. His mother, he got his mother, his grandmother, his sisters.
Yeah, that might have been a costly little verbal slip up there. Try as
Well,
she might.
maybe, but also at the same time, it doesn't necessarily mean that she did. If she's saying that he was already in the streets and he was doing shit, and then him like coming out and try to say that, oh, that's my baby, he got more clout, he got more eyeballs, maybe someone saw the video and did something. I don't know, bruh, you know. But I don't know if you can 100% pin this on her yet. I feel like I need more evidence to be convinced that, yeah, she's really a part of this, like in a massive way.
The discussion around Ronnie's death and Rock's potential links to it haven't subsided at all. For one thing, it's not much of a stretch of the imagination when she's previously inferred she wouldn't hesitate to kill people who messed with her.
You know, I can't wait when me and my son just go visit your grave one day. You feel me? Because that's what you trying to do right now while we living our lives, separate, whatever, from the chaos. Yo, bitch ass want to kill us. You know, you going to die first before us, right? Oh, God, that day coming. It's cool. Can't wait to see that tombstone.
In fact, she's done it several times.
Okay, that is way more damning than anything I've seen. You know what I mean? Hey, leave it up to these people to just self-incriminate. You feel me? I didn't really believe Blueface because you can't believe nobody in this instance because you don't know what the fuck their motives are, bro. They aren't very, like, truthful people. But when she's saying that, you know, unprompted, that's just showing you that's how she actually is, or that's how she actually feels. And I'll take her emotions more seriously than her saying some shit like, oh, God said what the God said, or the word said what the word said, or some bullshit like that. You know what I mean? I think that was a real moment of some truth coming out.
Even mentioning Ronnie's mysterious passing in one such post on IG. Everyone that thinks they can speak to my son always loses. I wonder why they keep going when they see the end result of trying to harm me for your personal clout game. Keep going. Let's count how long it lasts.
Okay, this is also very damning. Again, coming from her, bro. Leave it to her, bro.
I'm really protected from all evil. First, it was his daddy, @Blueface. Look at him. He has been locked up for 2 years now. Our son was 6 to 7 months old when his dad lost his freedom. Then it was my ex.
I don't think that he even cares, bro. I don't think Blueface looks back at that moment and is like, damn, I missed time with my son. I don't think Blueface really rocks with that kid, okay? I think that's very fair to say, so that's not even a big deal to him.
Boyfriend, Karen. Unfortunately, that person died. Now, honestly, I'm starting to think I don't have to do anything but warn y'all to stop speaking on my son. Like it won't take your life. Y'all won't learn until it happens. Leave me alone. Back off. This is already tough to come back from, but the news that she was gonna flee from the country really hasn't dampened the speculation either.
Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, Chad. I'm moving out the country.
Isn't this stupid as fuck? Why would you say this shit on stream? I'm moving out the country after you're being like sussed over the murder of somebody that was, you know, trying to quote unquote clout chase you. Why would you then go on your stream and say that? I don't know. Maybe she's just dumb as fuck, bro. Maybe she's really this stupid, bro. Yeah, I mean, maybe she's this dumb that she would actually do this, but I don't know.
I'll show y'all details, but we're moving out the country.
Yeah, but we're
moving out the country. Oh, God.
I'm excited.
For real. Yep,
we're moving out.
Okay.
I got my suitcase with me.
I want to tell y'all so many details. Why you just do that?
And now it looks like she's ready to crack. Recently, it's come to light that the death of Ronnie Doe is still being actively investigated. Among the people that the cops are interested in talking to is none other than Krishan. During a frantically recorded message on IG, Krishan straight up denied any involvement.
His death has nothing to do with me. Yes, he made my life about him. Why? Because he needed money. He was desperate. But guess what? He was high. He was on perks. He was on Molly. He was on lean. He was drinking. Where was his parents then? Where was his family then? Nobody was holding Corona accountable. Falsely came in with claims.
I know you're not talking about holding anybody accountable after we just saw you fucking drinking and smoking while pregnant, bro. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like looking in a mirror. Everything that you're saying may apply to you as well. Maybe you went to Molly and all that shit. Who the fuck knows, to be honest with you? But come on. Accountability? Come on.
My son
Well, high as fuck. Nobody held him accountable. Nobody was trying to save him before he died. Nobody was trying to save Karan before he died, bro. Because you sit over there, you act like y'all wasn't trafficking the drugs through his basement.
This is so goofy, by the way, that she's on TikTok live. You're seeing this fucking filter pop up on her head, and she's trying to be serious. Like, is there no other better way to fucking convey this message?
Was his grandma, his mom's basement.
Clearly rattled by the news, Rock basically carried on her rant for 3 minutes straight, and as the IG live went on, she appeared increasingly angered by the speculation surrounding his death, blaming his relatives for not doing more to put distance between her and this tale.
And I got respect for his family. But when y'all not trying to, like, really say what really happened, say what's really going on, that's what's making me mad for real. Because I'm sitting at the gym. I lie to you not. I'm sitting at the gym. I answer my phone. I tell them come in. There's investigators. They're like, hey, we know you didn't do it. We got his phone. Yada yada yada. We're recording this. Yeah, record it all. Record it all. Because y'all need to put the end to it. Y'all need to find out who really killed that man. I'm tired of that. Keep trying to like.
Okay.
Everybody riding on my coattail for controversy. Yes, it's getting on my nerves.
When people saw this, it wasn't exactly surprising that many of them felt she was protesting a little too much and that she would have been better off just staying silent. I don't think this is helping the case at all. If you gotta go on,
yeah, you know, you want to let your lawyer deal with that shit. Yeah, lawyer up if you really feel like you're innocent. But she's not the smartest person in the world, guys. You know, she literally just went on camera and said I'm moving out of the fucking country, bro. You know what I mean? I don't think she's the type of person to be smart when it comes to that stuff.
And on the internet to express how you feel, there might be some guilt behind it. Lawyer up and stay off the
Maybe.
By the looks of it,
It's either like she feels guilty about it or she genuinely is frustrated that you guys are involving her in this situation, and she's like, I swear I didn't do it, and she's sick and tired of seeing it. I can see both sides.
Krishan wasn't thinking straight, or maybe even less straight than usual. In fact, since the passing of Ronnie, she has routinely looked to be in the midst of a breakdown since, and leaning on religion more than ever before.
Could that be guilt?
This is what I'm worried about in my head. Staying in shape, looking sharp, using what I was taught. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell, boy?
Stay humble, stay humble, stay humble.
Get off the internet, get off the internet, get off the internet. Like, you do that too. What the fuck are you doing? Turning on your fucking camera. This is all I was saying. Is there no better way to convey this message, bro? You gotta turn on the phone and go live or whatever the fuck you're on right now and do this? Really?
And I have to stay thankful. I'm gonna stay thankful through it all. I'm gonna stay thankful. So I'm thankful. These are tears of joy.
Right.
Maybe it's because she loves him more than she realized, and is imagining what life might be like if she'd stayed with him rather than pursuing fame. On the other hand, maybe it's because there's a guilty conscience at play, perhaps over more than just one death too.
Oh shit.
Over the past few
months, maybe, right? Because we see this little grift, this little religious grift that happens a lot when somebody does something really bad. Then all of a sudden they become extremely religious and they start believing in God, and it's kind of a way to excuse any kind of responsibility. Could that be what's going on with her? Probably to an extent. I'm not gonna fucking lie. You know, it's probably a good amount of that going on. But does that necessarily mean that she was responsible for that guy's death? I don't know, man. I feel like I need more evidence.
More and more information about Krishan and Ronnie's past has been coming to light. Although not all has emerged via his detective work, it's fair to say that Blueface's manager, Whack 100, has been doing a lot of legwork for the cops. At one stage, he even provided a pretty clear motive as to why she might want to take him out.
I've heard that he was making threats about exposing some things. They say it was a targeted hit. Time will tell. You know, I hope there isn't any foul play on Rock's side. There's obviously some foul play because we got a man dead.
Right.
Since then, he suggested that there's information out there about Krishan and her own deceased ex doing dirt together out in LA that he may have used as leverage if he lived. The case it's believed he's referring to is the death of 45-year-old Geronimo Lugo Vasquez. According to reports from the scene of the crime in South Central, Geronimo died after he was shot 5 times, and to date, no one has been convicted. Ronnie has been routinely linked to a case like this over the years, even opening up about the murder charge he caught in an interview, suggesting that however it went down, Rock herself was involved.
Murder 187 is one of the most expensive cases when it comes to criminal law. So myself, along with my family, lost a lot of finances behind this situation. You understand what I'm saying? So when I came home, I caught a murder and defended my case with self-defense, which is how I was able to beat it. And this woman was, you know, in that scenario. You get what I'm saying? So I say all of that to say that me and this lady had so much history, so much different experiences that it was overwhelming, you know, when I had to face the fact that she was moving on to bigger and better things.
And in that same conversation, he revealed it went down in California when they went off to follow their dream.
Look at, bro, what a fall from fucking grace. She went to California, so that's what it is. That was the pivoting moment. She went to LA, and then LA fucked her up.
But once they got there, things went left.
So we were moving from Maryland to California. We ended up needing a place to stay on the West Coast, coming from the East Coast. We ain't got no family out there. We ain't know nobody out there. So we trying to figure out where we gonna lay our heads. We can't sleep in this car for but so long. So the place where I caught my case ultimately is the place where Krishan planned on housing because she was going to college until she figured out everything else. She was going to wing the college situation with the room and board. That place was just all bad. But like I said, it was due to a lack of research, a lack of understanding the environment, understanding the whole board. I didn't know where I was at. I seen palm trees and got happy. And that's just real.
No doubt.
Discussion on this matter isn't one-way traffic either. At one point, Krishan even seemed to own up to the killing in a newly resurfaced interview.
It's a lot. Get into it, yeah, it's good.
Fuck it, killed me last year at my student housing, bro, because my student housing was a Hemisex Shopping apartment building.
Oh.
So,
Hello?
yeah.
The fuck is this?
Yeah, so I'm trying to go to school, I'm trying to run track. And my student housing stopped us for real. So we still not off that story. So after I killed that nigga, I didn't kill him, I whoever did. He ended up, what happened? What's happening? Tell him. I don't know, he in jail for like 4 months. Then we go to court, it's this one court case that really just in the murder case, boom. Because it's self-defense, bro.
Dark as that story is, there's another theory that Krishan was involved in another killing in Nottingham, Maryland. Back in 2017, 32-year-old May Ann Atliano Siasen was found dead in her home as a result of trauma to the upper body. According to a subreddit known as Exposing Krishan Rock, Rock was responsible for this. And from there, her godfather, a Baltimore-based lawyer and politician known as Sean R. Malone, shipped Krishan into a medical facility known as Shepherd Pratt, resulting in her getting off the hook. In fact, if you asked Ronnie before he passed, Sean is actually her biological dad, and that's how she's got off so much scot-free.
Oh my fucking god, I see the resemblance. Holy shit! That's her dad, bro. And that's the reason why she hasn't had any kind of fucking accountability whatsoever. What's up, bro? What's up, Star Matrix? Dude, we're reacting to fucking Krishan Rock. It's called the Krishan Rock Files. The worst fucking mother I've ever seen in my life. The worst. Apparently, that's her fucking dad right here. And that's the reason why she's never been to prison or ever had any kind of accountability. Like, this is what happens, parents, when you don't fucking discipline your kids. They think that they can get away with everything, and then they end up being a little bit psychotic. Now, I'm not saying that she did do anything when it comes to her ex-boyfriend, but when it comes to these two other people, I mean, she just admitted to one of them, bro. She said the ex did it, but, like, she low-key did admit that she was a part of it, bro.
However, it is important to know that this is really an unsubstantiated theory that's been presented as a fact. But what we do know is that
she is light-skinned too, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's light-skinned as well, so you never know.
And Sean Malone has been previously posted online by Rock, even being spotted alongside his wife with a baby that may well be his actual grandkid.
Wait, the fact that he's in there in the hospital, I mean, come on, man. It's got to be somebody like very, very close. Would you ever let your lawyer inside of the room where you just gave birth? I don't fucking think so.
Hey guys, we're at dinner and
Hanging out with godparents. Are they godparents or the actual parents?
the baby's with his godparents. This is Lisa.
Could be godparents. Could be godparents.
It's a Snapchat. Hey Sean, say hey, Mr. Sean. Hey.
Although the details are foggy, the end result is that this looks extremely bad for Krishan, particularly when Wack keeps throwing gasoline on the fire, claiming that the timeline of Ronnie's passing and what was about to come out was a little suspicious.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I see the resemblance for sure, but that is a fucked up picture to use, man, for the kid. You know what I mean? Like, damn. But like, what can you do? There's nothing else that you could do about that, bro. Star Matrix saying, "I'm gonna take her side because I want to be different." Okay, nigga. Yo, play devil advocate, bro. Play devil's advocate, because, like, what the fuck can you say about this? Look at the kid, bro. Look at what she's done to this kid. Hypothetically, who knows, right? You know, you can't really 100% say that, oh, because of the drinking and the smoking, that is the exact reason why he came out like this. But you can make a pretty good fucking guess that, yeah, that is the reason why.
Yes.
I got you right there. I'm gonna have them served in front of the judge. Lands Wednesday morning. This court date is supposed to be Friday, and she got on Ronnie. Wednesday night, Ronnie dead in his driveway.
So did Blueface get a pass?
She won't give it to us. We didn't try to listen. We didn't serve. She act like she ain't served.
As Blueface's manager, Wack likely has vested interest in bringing down Krishan and keeping her away from his client. Still, people who've known both Krishan and Ronnie Doe for years seem equally convinced she's about to be brought to justice for it. One of these people is Quell, another Marylander that the police have contacted who thinks she might be in trouble.
Y'all take this long to start investigating, or that's my theory, or your girl about to go down and they probably got shit on shorty but trying to figure out who did this shit.
Meanwhile, others looking on feel it's too much of a coincidence, and when there's that many pieces lined up, there's gotta be something to it.
You know how I motherfucking know and how we know, because it's just all of a sudden after this man has finna leak evidence that's his motherfucking child and that he was with you, he died. And then even when you was arguing with your sisters, they all was saying slick little shit about Ronnie. Everybody was saying that they could dig up dirt on you, and you knew the dirt that they was talking about. Bitch, and then you up on here hooting and hollering at your motherfucking phone, talk about something. Why is it open investigation? You been so up blue ass, the blues didn't hit your ass. Bitch, you going to prison. Why the fuck is you over here acting like you don't know what the fuck going on?
Right now, Krishan is still trying to push forward and act as if there isn't mounting drama around her, leading with her redemption arc. Krishan is acknowledging
what the fuck, bro? What this is what I was talking about. This is the grift. This is the grift. This is the grift. Someone does something bad or some shit is about to go down where they're about to be held accountable. And then what do? They go to religion as an scapegoat to be like, hey guys, all of that shit that I may have done in the past, not my problem, not my responsibility. Y'all can't hold me accountable. Yes, we can.
She made some major mistakes in her life and ultimately lost her way.
As my Lord and Savior at 9, I remember speaking in tongues at 9.
Wow.
I remember like my first.
I don't know who this dude is, right? I don't know who the hell he is. I don't know if he's a pastor. I don't know if he's a minister. I don't know what the hell he does, bro. But damn, bro, you cannot just be this naive.
It was hallelujah. I remember just being in church, but then when I got money and stuff and got successful, I thought that was God.
Now claiming that she's turning her back on the scandalous world that made her, you can see that there's still a lot that she's going through in real time. And perhaps the guilt over everything she's done is what's
look at bro. Oh my God, look at bro.
That she's going through.
Look at bro. What is he looking at? What is he staring at? Like, he sees shit that we don't see, gang. He actually sees shit that we don't see. Oh, this is who she is. I didn't realize who she was at first, and nah, I can't advocate for that. Someone like that. Yeah, bro. Krishan Rock is an interesting person. You know, a bad person for damn sure. I would say an evil person, to be honest with you.
Through in real time, and perhaps the guilt over everything she's done is what's driving her to save other kids through religion.
Think so. But that's crazy that you're the first and only person that's getting baptized today. Like, I can really cry right now. You ever been
Where was this, bro?
Okay, so basically, this is basically.
Why do? I'm sorry, bro. Do you guys see her hat, bro? Hold on, let me show you guys.
Okay, so basically, this is basically.
You see her hat, bro? Do you see the fucking grift manifesting before you right now? Okay, the fucking Southern type of America, type of Christian, type of fucking grift. Do you guys not see her fucking hat? When the fuck did she ever wear hats like this, gang? Never.
Showing the world, showing people around you like, okay, I declare Jesus, I'm a Jesus believer. It's just icing on the cake.
Because if there's one person she doesn't seem able or willing to help, it's her own
It's the
child.
kid,
And
yeah.
each new stream
Exactly.
only makes his development issues
Jesus
and neglect
Christ.
more apparent.
Mom, I'm on live. Like, see, I'm yelling and stuff.
Now armed with even more ammo to
Damn.
think she's a despicable person.
Are they lying down on Bibles? Look at this, bro. They're lying down on Bibles right there. Holy grift.
See, I'm yelling and stuff.
Now armed with even more ammo to think she's a despicable person, there are plenty of people out there who will be rejoicing at the prospect of her going to jail. And even as I say this right now, there's a very good chance that the cops who are joining up on the darts will put her behind bars. And perhaps most importantly, get that kid into the hands of Child Protective Services. And away from his unfit, potentially murderous mom.
I mean, maybe, right? Maybe that might be good for the kid. I mean, you'd hope that'd be good for the kid, but who the fuck knows, bro? Who knows with CPS, too? CPS sometimes they're, you know, you're not exactly the greatest fucking people, you know what I'm saying? My mother works at a preschool for challenged kids, and hearing all about the kids who were born addicted to substances is just horrible. Her doing it on purpose is evil. It's so fucking evil, especially her doing it on fucking camera as well, dude. Like literally doing it on Instagram and posting it on stories and shit. No fucking remorse whatsoever. But that's fucking Krishan Rock. And that's the Krishan Rock files, bro. Let's go check this next video out. This one should be funny though. This one should be way more lighthearted than the other one. Let me stop recording that video. And then start recording this one. All right. This one is called Savage Mom Compilation 1 through 10 4K African Home Memes. If anybody is African, you should be able to relate to this. I'm African. I should be able to fucking relate to this. Let's see, bro. Whoa. Where the fuck did the sound go? Did this nigga get so scared that...
Who poured water downstairs?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
A few moments later.
Bro, nobody is scaring no African mom, man. None of these fucking scary movie characters would work. I'm telling you. There's a reason why they haven't made a scary movie that takes place in Africa. I'm telling you. That shit is not gonna work.
Omo, I should have warned you.
Oh my god. Ew, why is Pennywise in the toilet? That's disgusting.
Wait!
Who stepped on the floor she just mopped?
You're dead. Run. The undefeated belt, bro.
A few moments later.
Yo, that nigga was black? What? Pennywise was black? Pretty sure Pennywise ain't no fucking a black person, bro. Making the demon mop the floor is crazy, bro. Now Pennywise is mopping the fucking floor. Look at her wearing Tim's over here. Holy shit.
Damn, you tried to warn him.
Nigga, you think prison some type of gay party, nigga?
Trey Rex. Oh shit. Jason.
You pay for everything you destroyed.
Damn!
Moments later.
Where the fuck did this nigga run to?
Water.
Thanks.
Wait a minute. Oh.
Bro. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know why bro is scared. The scariest person in the entire house is the mom. You're good, gang. What is the fucking audio?
Yeah, man. You wake up. Mommy.
Oh shit.
Who broke my vase?
What the fuck is going on there?
Oui.
Oh!
Moments later.
Can I go home? Please.
Oh yeah, there you go, bruh. I was about to say, like, yeah, at this point you gotta learn, gang. Like, ain't none of these monsters about that shit, bro. They scared of us, bro. In Africa, bro, they scared of us, bro. They don't want the smoke. Damn. Football with them. That junkie.
Yes, you better run.
Who broke my TV?
Oh shit.
A few moments later.
Damn. Ow. Why does he have so many fucking monsters in his house, by the way? That's fucking weird. Why did they mute me?
Who broke my blender?
Yeah, you're dead, nigga. Tombstone pile driver.
You better not drop it.
Oui.
Bro, what is this, the fucking fifth monster? Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Oh. Flipped his ass. Oh my God. He's low-key find them off.
Who broke my new vase?
What the fuck just happened?
Now, who's paying for the vase?
Oh shit.
Oui.
Boy, kill that door.
It seemed like a fucking bowling ball, bruh. Oh my God. You're too slow, bruh. Holy shit.
Game over.
Psst. Hi.
A few moments later.
3 hours to go.
And those are real ass punishments, bro. We used to get that shit in school, bro. You gotta kneel down, put your hands up like this, and stay there until the teacher says so. And if you put your hands down, gang, oh shit, you might not actually go home that day, bro. You might actually stay at school the whole fucking night. Oh shit. Is this nigga praying? Oh shit. Oh, they got him. Okay. Oh no.
Who broke my frying pan?
How did he break a frying pan, bro?
A few moments later.
89, 90, 91, 92.
Everybody, go down! Mommy, go down. They have guns.
I kneel for no man.
Hey
you,
about that, bro.
fat woman, are you deaf?
Fat.
Call me fat.
Fat.
One more time.
Fat.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, fuck that, bro. Yo, the look, bro, the look. I'm telling you. The look is the deadliest part. Your mama don't even have to put hands on you, bro. She just gives you the look, nigga. That's enough to be like, okay, I'm gonna just stop doing the dumb shit. That shit right there, bro, will stop you from doing dumb shit. Jesus Christ, dude. Yo, how fast is she? Is she the fucking Incredible Hulk gang? Oh my god.
Is he still alive?
I don't think so. Whoa. Wani, chill out, bro. We'll check out your video, nigga. God damn. That was a crazy fucking anime powered African moms, bro. They should actually make a fucking anime out of that. I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely watch that shit. Should we react to Wani? Face dots? Fuck it, why not? Let's react to Wani, bro. We'll react to Wani. What's this video called? Let me end the previous video. This one is called China's disturbing face dots disaster. Another one of China's fucking self-hate Olympics, bro. Let's go.
Well, your skin is not wet enough, okay? It needs to be hydrated. It needs to be clean.
Hold on, bro. I need to play that first part because this shit caught me way off guard. Listen to this shit.
Are you wet? Well, your skin
What the fuck is that question, gang?
is not wet enough, okay? It needs to be hydrated. It needs to be clean. And I've got just the thing for you.
Oh.
Recently, a new device has gained massive popularity in China's beauty influencer circle. And I swear, every time I look at Douyin, someone's always finding another unnecessary method trying to declare war on their skin. But this one, we've never seen before. It's called the water light gun.
What?
Judging purely from that name, you would probably think that this is just some harmless little device, right?
Sounds
Maybe
like
it just
it.
sprays water. No, it's a needle gun for your face. And people
why?
would buy this needle gun off of underground marketplaces, start stamping it on
God.
themselves every single day at home, hoping for that glowy skin. And just a few weeks later, people started ending up with these dots and
No
bumps
shit.
going across their face. Sort of
No fucking shit this would happen. Isn't this common sense, bro? Why are y'all buying shit off of an underground website and expecting a good result? That has never happened. I don't think, or rarely happens. Oh, I'm gonna buy something off of fucking Temu and it's gonna be just as good as if I bought it from an official website. Like, no, nigga. What the fuck you think was gonna happen?
like acne. These dots and bumps would start spreading and growing across their entire face, and even later on
Holy shit.
started darkening. It was uncontrollable to the point where it even spreaded down to people's
the neck.
necks. And that's how millions of people started getting stuck with these faces full of dots and bumps. Yeah, so water light injections have recently gone viral on Douyin and all of Chinese social media. It's basically a new, quick, and convenient device that'll give you extremely glowy, hydrated, and dewy looking skin.
You can even, it don't even look glowy or hydrated or good looking. It literally looked bruised. Look.
Device that'll give you extremely glowy, hydrated, and
Look at that. You can see the bump started to form on her cheeks right here. You can literally see it happening. So this is even a bad ad if she's being paid by these niggas.
dewy looking skin. Basically, the goal is to get that ridiculously smooth glass skin appearance where your face will look like it's shining.
But she's not using that.
This was also supposed to completely fill up your pores and cover everything up so that it looks invisible.
By the way, no one actually looks like this all the time. You got to realize that this is a mix of makeup and also like or different oils and shit, and also fucking Photoshop, you know, filters and stuff. Like, obviously they're gonna try and make it as good as possible, bro. So come on now.
Which, by the way, is impossible. But sellers started packaging these
Like,
treatments.
look at that. Look at him right now. Tell me there's not a single filter on him. Tell me that in the comments with a like actual fucking straight face, bro. There's no way. This is literally a filter on it.
Into water light beauty packages, complete with the water light gun itself, the liquid ingredients to inject into your face, and step-by-step instructions. And there were basically two ways people were getting access to it. The first method was going into these private WeChat groups, buying everything from unknown suppliers, then going back home and injecting it yourself. DIY. The second option would be getting invited into these private hotel rooms where somebody claiming to be a professional water light user would perform the procedure on you. Now, doing it yourself at home was simple and totally safe, okay? what could go wrong? First, people bought the water light injection package from these WeChat vendors. Mind you, all of these were marketed as cheap, and in a pool of discounts, you pick the best deal. But a lot of
yeah, but like, fuck, bro, I can't believe people still fall for this shit, bro. Yes, it's cheap, sure. Yes, you're getting a discount. That's great. You don't have to pay as much. But you're paying with something else. You're paying with your skin. You're paying with your health, bro. You're playing with your health, to be honest with you. So if you're willing to make that transaction, which you're probably not, if you're buying this shit, you want better skin. You weren't expecting it to give you a bunch of dots, even though you should have fucking known better.
Products coming from these WeChat vendors, things like the filler ingredients, the syringes themselves, it usually comes from these underground workshops without licenses. Some of these sellers would advertise their products as being imported from South Korea. Because obviously, if you put Korean on any of the packaging, it automatically gives it plus 10 credibility points.
Fuck me, man.
And once people receive their water light injection package, they were ready to begin. First, you cleanse your face, take the device, install the needles, and then you begin stamping it across your entire face. And how much stamping are we talking about? If you want the desired effect, 10,000 needle punctures every single day.
No way!
You're repeatedly creating these tiny...
You can't fucking do that! No, that's impossible. 10,000 of these is ridiculous, bruh. Look at her. She's already bleeding.
Punctures across your face so the liquid can enter through all of those openings and be absorbed. Yeah, your skin barrier is screaming for help. And there's another problem. Because the surface of your skin is being left with wounds after these water light injections,
Look at her holding that shit.
The skin can actually become...
Yeah, I was about to say, like, how's nobody feeling pain? I'm glad to see that she does at least feel some pain here. Like, don't you think that that's a sign for you to fucking stop what you're doing right now and realize that this is some dumb shit and there's a better way to get clearer skin?
The surface of your skin is being left with wounds after these water light injections. The skin can actually become...
Like, does she just not feel anything? She's literally bleeding right here. Did they give her something to not feel any fucking pain?
Extremely dry because all the moisture is just gone, which is kind of insane when you realize the whole reason people started doing this is so that their skin becomes more hydrated. So after somebody has finished stamping the needle,
not more bloody,
gun across their entire face, they're supposed to put cream on and let the skin recover. But after a couple weeks gone by, people started noticing something strange. Those stamping marks, yeah, they didn't disappear. At first, the marks might settle down and appear to be improving.
Why would they?
But they started coming back. Except now, they started...
Oh my god, she got like road bumps.
Getting bigger and bigger, also spreading across
oh my
your entire
goodness.
face, and they started darkening as well. And real quick, doom scrolling on Chinese social media all day and traveling, it took me almost a year to find a doctor. Turning into dots, and it kind of looked like acne in a way. Then the dots start spreading more, becoming larger, and some of them even started becoming bumps. Not only that, but it became painful, like sensitive to the touch, accompanied by a burning sensation and uncontrollable itching. And in some cases, the reaction didn't just stay on the face. It started spreading down to your neck. And there's actually a name.
But did it spread down to the neck because it just spread down to the neck? Or did it spread down the neck because, you know, they were puncturing their own fucking neck? I think they were puncturing their own fucking neck. I think that's why it went down to the neck, bro. These people are fucking stupid.
For what these people were experiencing. Granulomas. These granulomas develop a reaction due to the water light gun. And the
bro, she's literally like melanating. I don't know what the fuck to call it here, but like it literally looks like she's reverse vitiligoing.
Liquids being injected. Those who were experiencing this found out that these questionable ingredients inside the gun actually contained cross-linking agents, meaning it was a mixture of multiple cosmetic fillers all into one potion. Things like hyaluronic acid, collagen, Botox, all mixed into one bottle so that nobody could find out what the original source was. Yeah, just throw whatever you can in there, whip it up like a smoothie. If anything, this is considered a great deal. You get the best of both worlds.
Of every fucking world, actually. You know, what could fucking go wrong? I bought it from an underground website where, you know, no doctors or anybody that is a expert when it comes to skincare whatsoever is a part of. What the fuck could go wrong with my skin, bro? Like, this is what you do if you want to ruin your skin. This is not what you do if you want better skin. I'm gonna move myself so y'all can read the shit that she's saying here. What do you have to say for yourself, ma'am?
焦虑死我，真的，上火，呼吸都是热的，每天真的顶着张脸，别吓。
That's
大黄
horrible.
大黄的，脸都垮了，真的。 休息休息不好，真的天天就这个脸，这啤酒白肿不就相当于毁容一样？刚做完修复，做个面膜，是不是感觉整体白了？吓人不？加油！加油加油！
And in severe cases, the consequences can become much worse than severe bumps. If the mixture contained harsh and sensitive liquids, those bumps can become ulcers, and you can end up with facial paralysis. Also, bacteria introduces another big
But at least you save a few fucking dollars, you know what I'm saying? So that's what really counts. You didn't have to pay full price. You didn't have to go to a doctor. It was DIY. You did it at home, so you saved some gas as well. So, you know, at least you saved some money.
Since you're creating multiple holes in your face, you can easily end up with an infection or getting a skin disease. Remember, this was marketed as a non-invasive way that avoids plastic surgery. And it becomes more concerning once you know who was teaching these people how to do it. A huge amount of water light injection tutorials were being posted on Douyin and Xiaohongshu by influencers. Most of them also get commission when they invite you to these private WeChat forums to buy the equipment. Like, you go to the comments and somebody's like,
look at how she's holding that shit like a bodybuilder would hold fucking testosterone. You know what I'm saying? This, if you see somebody holding shit like that, don't fucking trust it. Don't buy anything. It's so shady. It's so obviously shady that I feel like it's so insulting that someone would even buy this. It's like, how dumb are you? You know what I'm saying? Or how dumb do they think you are? They probably think you're dumb as fuck if they can do this type of thing and you're still gonna buy the product.
You to these private WeChat forums to buy the
Look
equipment.
at her skin too. Like, her skin ain't even like, they ain't even try, bro. Her skin is not even like glowing like that. It's not like silky smooth. You can literally see the scarring on her cheeks, and they're using this as promo.
Like, you go to the comments and somebody's like, drop that WeChat link. They also literally say
Yeah,
that
you're cooked.
if bumps didn't appear after a water light injection, then the procedure was a waste of time.
Really?
So according to
So they're basically saying if you didn't fuck up your face, you didn't do it enough. You have to fuck up your face. That's the whole point, guys. Okay, you're supposed to puncture it to the point that you're supposed to be like bleeding. If you ain't bleeding, you ain't doing it right.
this logic, the bigger the bumps, the better the effect. I mean, some of them were even teaching their fans how to treat skin diseases at home. Yeah, I think we've moved far, far away from skincare at this point. And there was one person who became victim to this at a beauty salon. And the craziest thing is, she was an employee of that salon. Take a look at a 32-year-old woman named...
Let's look at her before we see the fucking transformation and the botch, whatever the fuck happened, right? Her skin looks pretty good, you know? Filter, probably. Yeah, sure. But still, it looks pretty good.
Miss Chen, who lived in Jiangsu...
Yeah, there she is. You know, you can see, like, the skin ain't looking that bad.
Province. Now, she was already working in the beauty industry, so she wasn't somebody unfamiliar with beauty treatments and injections. She was literally a beautician herself. She worked at a place called Young Aesthetic Space, which was a local beauty salon in Taichung. A beauty salon. So they only did hair, nails... That's it. Not qualified to do any injections at all. But while she was working there, she noticed that some of these regular customers were receiving these water light injections behind closed doors. Of course,
behind closed doors. If it's behind closed doors, doesn't that then insinuate that there's probably something dangerous about it? There's probably something bad. There's a reason why people don't want to be caught doing this type of thing. You know, has anybody ever thought of that?
As an employee, she couldn't say anything or do anything. She just let it happen. But she was curious. So one afternoon at the salon, business was pretty quiet. Randomly, the shop owner went up to Miss Chen and multiple other employees and was like, would you guys like to try some water light injections for free? Now, Miss Chen...
For free? Oh, hell no! That's the thing. For free, but what the fuck am I actually paying with, bruh? You know what I'm saying? What is it that I'm actually paying with? I feel like these people who do this shit or are susceptible to this shit, a lot of them are young people. Y'all need to watch more of Wani. You need to subscribe to Wani. You need to watch his videos because he makes it so obvious that this shit is obviously a scam. They must be something that goes on that he doesn't explain, or something that makes it seem way more appealing than it actually is. I don't know what the fuck it is, bro, but y'all need to watch Wani and subscribe to him, bro.
Her boss. She worked in the beauty industry herself, and she's seen many people getting these cosmetic injections done. And she was even more
curious. You already look fine.
Curious to see what the treatment would do, because it's this new upcoming modern thing. So she agreed, and that day her boss gave her more than 200 injection stamps on her face. Employee benefits. After receiving the injections, Miss Chen clocked out of work, went home, and just...
How do you even put 200 on your face, by the way? I don't even think that would fit. They have to be doing like repeat stamps. So if I stamp here, I gotta stamp here again. And how? Oh my God, that would fucking hurt so fucking badly, bro. Are you serious?
Relaxed. And at approximately 3 a.m. on July 4th, just a couple days after, she woke up and something was seriously wrong.
That's way less than I thought. I thought you'd have way more holes than that, considering it was 200.
Her face was covered in these severe bumps.
Dang.
All these bumps were developing and growing out of her injection sites. And she was also experiencing uncontrollable itching. She immediately contacted the boss, and he said,
"What's he gonna do?
This was simply a normal allergic reaction. Don't worry about it."
He ain't gonna do nothing.
I've never heard of someone refer to a allergic reaction as normal. Ms. Chen says she was terrified, and her face was erupting in these raised bumps, and it also became extremely hot. But she was trusting her boss and just let it be.
Oh my
During this
gosh.
time, she didn't leave her house at all or tell any of her family members because it was too embarrassing. She kept
Yeah, no
contacting
shit. Why do you think it was fucking behind the scenes and it was underground?
her boss, basically asking him every single day, "What is happening to me?" And every day she got the same answer. It's an allergic reaction. It will eventually improve by itself. Yes, just like when a person has a fever, every time white blood cells fight against foreign substances, they generate heat to eliminate the bad cells. Every time you feel
Stop
burning or
this.
itching, it's your skin activating its own immune system to fight it off. And finally, on July 17th, 2 whole weeks after enduring
Look at
this
that.
reaction
Oh
with
man, her face is swollen up. She looks way older too. Like she looked like a young 20-year-old woman. You know, good looking young 20-year-old woman. Look at her now, bro. She is looking like somebody's grandmother, gang. You know, and all because of those fucking 200 stamps, dude. Look at how red her cheeks are and how swollen it looks like. She has wrinkles on her face.
no help whatsoever, she finally traveled to Nanjing to see a doctor. At the hospital, the doctor took a tissue sample from her face and told her that because she waited way too long to get this checked out, those temporary bumps had become granulomas.
Well,
and they were now
damn.
permanent. She didn't
Enjoy the new skin that you got. You know, great skincare. I don't know why she called her boss and didn't go to the fucking hospital first.
wait and delay treatment because she didn't care what was happening. It was because the person she trusted, her boss,
No,
kept
bruh.
reassuring her that everything was fine. So by the time she got this checked out,
No,
the
bruh.
treatment window had already passed. And for Ms. Chen, this was devastating because she was 32 years old and her entire career was
Wow.
connected to the beauty industry. Her face
She's 32. I thought she was in her 20s. That's how good her skin was, bro. That's how much she didn't need to do this.
really affects her ability to continue doing her job. After returning home, she called her boss again and no response. She was ghosted. So
Damn.
she contacted the police and reported her boss to the authorities, saying that they were doing illegal medical practices.
Now, what you gonna say, though? You participated in that shit, so you can't really say anything. You can't be like, oh, my boss, you're such a bad guy and shit. Nah, bro, it's just that it didn't work. But if it did work, you would have never reported him in the first place.
So that's when Ms. Chen made all of this public in this interview.
Nah,
and
I
now
don't know,
every time she
man.
goes out, she has to wear a mask on her face. Now, there's an absolutely
I
ridiculous...
mean, you could just say fuck it, you know, and go out with it. I mean, it's literally on the fucking news. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't fucking censor it. They said, yeah, we're gonna do this. We'll censor your eyes. We'll censor your identity, but we definitely gonna take this skin and put it on the news, gang.
Every time she goes out, she has to wear a mask on her face. Now, there's an absolutely ridiculous amount of uncertainty in this situation, but somehow this still isn't the sketchiest version of the Waterlight business model.
There's a worse
At least Ms.
version?
Chen knew where the salon was. Remember that second method I mentioned of achieving these Waterlight injections? Yeah. Keep people started getting it privately done in hotel rooms by water light professionals. And a person you've never met before is waiting there with the water light gun, claiming that they're a freelance doctor. And by the time something goes
wrong, is there even such a thing? There is no such thing.
With your face, they're already in a different city. This is what started happening. People who used to work at those
I almost want to say that's a W hustle, gang. I'm not gonna lie, because like if you're dumb enough to do this shit, I feel like you should be separated from whatever the fuck money you got, gang. You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, you're really fucking stupid, and maybe you need this lesson to learn right now before something worse would have happened, like you got scammed for your life savings or some shit. Maybe you need this situation to make you understand, let me not be dumb, you know, let me not be naive, let me not just fucking take shit because it's cheap or discount or fucking freelance, whatever the fuck, it's not official underground. Let me not do that.
Beauty salons who used counterfeit injections start shifting into a more underground model. Instead of staying inside one fixed salon and risking going to prison, they started doing contractor work as these so-called freelance doctors. And by freelance doctor, I mean some random person could literally just rent a hotel room, bring a water light gun with them, and start accepting clients. Very normal. This is what hotels were designed for, guys. These unnamed beauticians would operate out of these hotel rooms temporarily because they constantly changed locations for every new client.
No shit.
The person giving the injection could also be different every time.
What is the point of checking their blood pressure? They're trying to make it look as official as possible, bro. This is so silly.
If it was a team. They also offer door-to-door service like Uber Eats. But instead of food, you're getting a mouthful of needles. But here's the issue. You didn't know this person, nor where the injectable products came from, nor would you know any other details in that 10-minute session you had with them. And if you did start growing these bumps and getting granulomas,
what happens?
Where do you find them? You don't. They're already in a different room with a different client in a different city.
Yep.
Maybe even with a different name.
Yep.
And there was one person who went undercover to show exactly how ridiculous these hotel room operations were. This one was in Hong Kong. There was recently a man who was exposed as being a fake doctor who secretly performed water light injections inside a Hong Kong hotel. And the whole thing was intentionally vague because the reporter called them, they gave the hotel address, but they didn't give the hotel room number until 30 minutes before the procedure. Like, you can see how discreet and careful they're being. When the reporter entered the room, there were already 3 women inside, and the doctor said that they were 4th in line. So this wasn't even some private one-client appointment. People were already being queued.
Bro, he has to, like, if you think about it, right, he probably has a set number of clients in that city for that hotel. He's not just trying to do one. He wants to make as much money as he possibly can. So he's gonna stack it up. Plus, I don't know how long this shit takes, but you're literally just puncturing holes in somebody's face. Surely it doesn't even take that long, so you could probably get multiple clients.
How we arrive at my favorite part, the IV bag. Normally you have an IV bag stand like most medical operation rooms, but they didn't have one. So he improvised.
What the fuck?
He used a clothing hanger.
Are you fucking serious? What a fucking idiot. But they still did it. That's my thing, bro. Like, they didn't realize while this shit was going on. Why did he put that shit on a clothes hanger? Maybe this nigga ain't a real fucking doctor. You know, this is a bit odd. Maybe I should get out of here.
Absolute genius. An innovator. Listen, if this man wanted to, he could easily operate you while winning a game of Mahjong. Inside the room, the reporter also observed dozens of used and dirty syringes, along with large quantities of opened products being stored at room temperature. And just like that, he wrapped up the job and was off to another district. Whatever happens to you happens. Once you look at the water light gun trend and these dots and bumps that start forming on people's faces, the whole idea of water light beauty is yet becoming another cosmetic tool that these influencers promote, causing everybody and their mother obsessing over it because it's different and it's the best new thing. And when something
they don't even fucking use it. That's the worst part. They promote something that they don't use, bruh. Like, the reason why she has this skin is not because of that water gun. The reason she has this skin is because she probably has a good diet. She probably has good products that is not that fucking water gun. She probably stays hydrated. And also, you gotta take into account lighting and all of that stuff, okay? But it is not because of that fucking water gun. She doesn't even use it.
Their mother obsessing over it because it's different and it's the best new thing. And when something goes wrong, the person performing the procedure might already be gone before
Not my
you can
problem.
even figure out their name. So yeah, if you guys ever feel like you're
If you don't even know their name while they're doing the procedure on you, it's like, god damn, bro, what, you're just asking to just get fucked over. You know what I'm saying, bro? But that's the fucking situation going on right now with the new fucking water guns. Now I don't know what the fuck is gonna be next, but I know it's not gonna be anything good, bro. Let's go on to the next video. Oh god, what do we do next? We'll do this.
Is easily
yeah, we'll definitely do this. Then we'll do the Italian one. Let me. What was this one? Infamous internet. Oh, maybe I'll do that one next time. Do I have it saved? Oh, I'll save it. I'll save it. Okay, I'll do that one next time. I'm gonna do this one. Then I might play a game. All right, what's this one? Record. Let's see. The Gravity Falls comic that went too far. Oh shit, bro. We fucking started with Lighthouse and now we're here with fucking Gravity Falls. Who the fuck did something bad to Gravity Falls?
Gravity Falls is easily the best cartoon that has ever been on Disney Channel, and considering the current state of Disney...
Well, hold on, let me think about that. Is it the best cartoon that has ever been on Disney Channel? I don't know. There's some, I want to say no, bro, but I'm not able to think of any other one. I mean, technically, Phineas and Ferb was on Disney XD. Would you count that? If you would count that, I would say Phineas and Ferb in my opinion. Oh, well, you have Kim Possible as well. Oh, shit. I don't know, bruh.
It's safe to say that will remain true for a long time. Premiering on June 15th, 2012, Gravity Falls was an immediate success for
It is damn good, though. Like, one of the best, for sure.
Disney. The show had amazing characters, a unique and recognizable art style, a well-crafted story, and above all, a memorable duo of main characters.
That Illuminati shit, bro, made my mom be like, yeah, you can't watch this thing anymore. Did that happen to anybody else, bro? Like, you were watching this shit and then the Illuminati character came in and it was like, yeah, that's enough. You're done now.
Maple Pines, along with an unforgettable villain, Bill Cipher.
Yo.
Even though the show was a huge hit among both critics and the fans, Gravity Falls sadly ended in February 2016, after just 2 seasons. And while there's always a possibility it could return someday, I highly doubt we will be seeing a season 3 anytime soon. And
why did it only have 2 seasons? Why did it end so fast? I felt like it had way more than 2 seasons. Like, I don't know if they were just dragging the fuck out of every season, but I didn't think it was only 2.
An amazing cartoon like Gravity Falls comes to an end, fans really only have one job: keeping the community alive, whether that's through discussion servers, fan art, or my personal favorite, fan comics. I personally love fan comics because they keep the story alive even after the show ends. They let fans explore ideas the original creator could never touch, because, you know, Disney, adding more seriousness and sometimes even darker elements like violence or even death. And today, I want to talk about a Gravity Falls fan comic that takes that idea to a whole new level. A story that is unsettling, emotional, and honestly kind of disturbing. The comic is called Deal, and before we go any further, I have got to give you the good old...
Well, it says drama and horror, so I'm hoping not to see any kind of goon material when it comes to this, and if I don't, I think that would be the first time I've ever seen any kind of comic from one of these shows that doesn't have any kind of fucking goon material.
Content warning. So if you don't mind any of the topics listed on the screen right now...
I see no gooning. I think I might have to give it a round of applause. Let me not do it yet. You know what I'm saying? We gotta see if it doesn't. But if it doesn't have any gooning material, I'm giving it a round of applause.
You can go ahead and keep watching. With that aside, let me present you the fan comic Deal.
Alright, let's run it. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to the creator.
The comic starts with our main character, Gwen Pines, the daughter of Deeper Pines and Pacifica Norwest. So right away, you can tell this story takes place several years after the events of the show. Gwen is in a place called the Mindscape, where she's about to make a deal with none other than Bill Cipher, which already kind of contradicts what happens in the actual show, because as we all know, Bill was erased from existence after Ford used the memory gun on his brother Stan. Yet somehow, in this fan comic, Bill is still alive, and is about to seal a deal with Dipper's daughter. Right before they shake hands though, Dipper suddenly appears and stops them. He tells Gwen to go home with him, but she refuses. She wants answers about the secrets her family has been hiding from her. Specifically, she wants to know the truth about Philip, who she claims is her long-lost twin brother. Dipper has no idea what she's talking about.
That's Dipper, bro. They give him a little fucking, you know what I'm saying, little goatee right there. I can see it.
When Gwen shows him an old picture of Pacifica holding both Gwen and her twin brother, Dipper starts crying and demands to know where she got it. Gwen tells him it was her brother Philip who gave it to her, but according to Dipper that's impossible, because her brother is dead, and his name wasn't even Philip. Suddenly, Bill interrupts them. He doesn't care about any of that. He just wants to make the deal with Gwen so he can finally get revenge on Dipper for what he and his family did to him 30 years ago. Even though they are all inside the Mindscape, Bill still has full control over their minds. He can't hurt them physically, but he can destroy them mentally, and he prepares to attack Dipper's mind. In a desperate attempt to save her father, Gwen ends up shaking the statue of Bill's hand, officially sealing the deal. She's successful in saving her father, however, she suddenly feels a sharp pain in her chest. It's Bill. He's teleporting Gwen's mind to a blank space, a space where he plans to show her the truth behind everything. The truth about her past, her family, and her so-called lost brother.
I mean, that might be a W on him, bro. He's telling her the fucking truth. It's about time somebody did. Dipper, you know? This is why you tell your kids the fucking truth.
Gwen suddenly feels herself watching a memory, her mother Pacifica, in an hospital room, holding her newborn son. His real name isn't Philip though, it's Dustin. Moments later, Dipper walks in holding baby Gwen, and right away we can see something unusual about her. She was born with 6 fingers. That immediately
I didn't even
worries
see
both
that.
parents. Pacifica says, "You know what her 6 fingers mean," and Dipper replies, "I just want to enjoy the moment before the funeral." What funeral, you might ask? Well, Uncle Ford's funeral. It's not super well explained in the comic, but from what I understand, there's this weird family curse. Whenever someone in the Pines family is born with 6 fingers, the previous family member with 6 fingers dies. So, since Gwen was born that way, that means Stanford was going to die.
Okay.
So, Ford dies, and to make things
doesn't that just happen though? Even if you're born with 5 fingers, somebody who has 5 fingers could also fucking die, so... That doesn't make that much sense, but I understand what they're trying to do.
Ford was going to die. So Ford dies, and to make things even worse,
Stan
soon
also
after
dies.
his death, Pacifica starts
Stan had 5 fingers. You see what I was saying?
Having terrifying nightmares of Bill Cipher, who everyone thought was gone for good. But no, he had returned, and this time he wanted revenge on the Pines family. Gwen is then shown another memory. This time, she's in a small room playing with her twin brother, while Pacifica watches over them. Everything seems calm, until, after a few minutes, Pacifica falls asleep, and that's when Bill Cipher appears. He slips into Pacifica's mind and begins tormenting her again. Pacifica enters this weird sleepwalking state. She's not fully awake, but not completely asleep either, and in this state, she can actually see and talk to Bill. Bill starts toying with her mind, creating these horrifying illusions of her children, like one where bugs crawl out of Gwen's mouth. Pacifica panics. She can't take it anymore. The nightmares, the torment, she just wants it all to stop. So she grabs a golf club from her closet and starts swinging it at Bill. But Bill dodges every swing effortlessly, mocking her the whole time. She swings, swings, and swings, and then bam! She finally manages to strike Bill, or at least that's what she thought. You see, as I told you earlier, Pacifica was in a sleepwalking state, which means she was able to see and talk to Bill, but he wasn't really there physically. He was only in her mind. So when Pacifica thought she hit Bill with her golf club, she actually ended up bonking her own son Dustin, who obviously died on the spot. A few minutes later, Deeper arrives home and witnesses the terrifying scene of his wife holding the lifeless body of their son, and he can't contain his emotions. And as you can imagine, Gwen is already regretting this whole knowing her past thing. She doesn't want to see any more of this. She just wants to go home. But there are still a few more things Bill Cipher wants to show her.
Wait, that was such a bad move from the mom. Why would you go and pick up some object and then start swinging it wildly when you know that your kids are in that room? Yes, I understand she's being fucking mind controlled or sleepwalking or whatever it was, but still, she knows her kids are in there nonetheless, so why go and risk that? But whatever, man, you know, it is what it is.
A week goes by and Pacifica still can't sleep. She can't get over the fact that she killed her own son. She can't even look at baby Gwen because, well, she looks exactly like Dustin. Dipper can't stand seeing his wife like this anymore. He has to do something.
Dipper a real one. The fact that Dipper stayed with her after she did some shit like that is crazy, bro. Let me know if y'all would stay with your girl if she were to do that shit. I don't know, me personally.
Dipper can't stand seeing his wife like this anymore. He has to do something, and he will. He visits his sister Mabel, who apparently is now married to Gideon.
Mabel looks exactly the fucking same.
You know, the guy who tried to kill her when she was younger, but that doesn't really matter right now. Dipper's there for something else, a scrapbook filled with family photos, including the ones of his now deceased son. Mabel gives him the scrapbook, and right after that, Dipper uses the memory gun to erase Mabel's memory. He comes back home, and once again, he sees Pacifica crying in bed. He's tired of seeing
Why don't you just erase your wife's memory about that situation, and your own, and your daughter's? Or is that too sad? You'd forget about the kid forever. Maybe that's too sad.
Wife in such misery, tired of seeing her crying, tired of seeing her sad face. But soon it will all be over. Soon she will forget everything.
Oh, he did.
Things will go back to normal. It will be like nothing ever happened, like she never even had a son. So Dipper pulls out the memory gun and erases Pacifica's mind.
Yep, fair enough. That's fair. I understand. I do the same shit.
Whoa, this comic is really deep, huh? Let's take a second to breathe, relax a bit, and maybe hit that like button. Wink,
yeah,
wink.
guys, hit the like button.
Anyway, let's move on.
I'm not gonna lie though, I feel like everything that happened, I could kind of see coming. You feel me? So I'm not really being that moved. If you are, let me know in the comments below. But this is like, yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Yeah.
Erasing Mabel and Pacifica's memories was just part of Dipper's plan. He wanted to erase every single trace of Dustin's existence to make the entire world forget he ever existed. So Dipper uses some kind of strange magical computer to wipe every photo, video, and document that mentioned his son. The only thing he keeps is a single photograph, the one taken right after Dustin was born. And that, of course, is the same photo Gwen used to confront her dad at the beginning of the comic. But that raises the question, how did Gwen—
No, it's not! Come on, man. It's alright. We'll let it slide. But damn, bro, you should have made it look the exact same, whoever made this fucking thing.
Her dad at the beginning of the comic. But that raises the question, how did Gwen even get that photo? According to her, it was her twin brother Philip who gave it to her. But we already know her twin brother is dead, and his name wasn't even Philip.
Who the fuck
so
is Philip?
Who gave her that photo? Well, that's what we are about to find out.
Okay.
There was someone plotting with Bill Cipher against the Pines family. Someone who also held a grudge against Dipper. And that someone was none other than Pacifica's own father, Preston Northwest. When Bill was first defeated, Preston was forced to sell his mansion just to keep what was left of his fortune after trying to ally with Bill. Since then, he's held a personal vendetta against the entire Pines family, and when Dipper married his daughter, yeah, that was the last straw. So Preston made a deal with Bill Cipher to destroy the Pines family and take everything back. But what he didn't expect was for Bill to kill his grandson Dustin in the process. That's when Preston starts to regret everything. He tries to call off the deal, but Bill uses his triangular charisma to convince Preston to keep going with the plan. I mean, his grandson is already dead. Might as well commit a few more crimes.
Because that makes fucking sense. I mean, I don't know how evil this dude is, but if he's that evil, then damn.
The next part of Bill's plan is to clone Dustin, using a blood sample that Preston secretly took from him before he died. And
What?
yeah, you can
Why would he take a... What the fuck?
Probably guess where this is going. That clone ends up becoming Philip.
Okay.
Preston will raise Philip in secret, making him believe that his parents hated him and only loved his sister Gwen.
This is
and to
fucked
sell
up.
the lie even more, Preston also keeps a copy of that same photo Dipper kept, the one Gwen later used to confront him. Basically, Bill and Preston used that photo to manipulate Gwen into distrusting her own family. Gwen is horrified watching all of this unfold, realizing that Bill's plan worked out perfectly and that she was the key to making it happen. Preston goes to Rick Sanchez's house, yes, the one from Rick and Morty,
Why?
to get Dustin cloned. I mean, technically it kind of makes sense since both Gravity Falls and Rick and Morty exist in the same fictional universe.
Okay.
Anyway, the only one home at the time is Summer, who agrees to clone Preston's grandson as long as he has got the cash, which he obviously does. They create the clone, name him Philip, and well, you know how the rest of the story plays out from there.
Okay.
With that, Bill completes his part of the deal he made with Gwen, showing her the truth about her brother. Now, it's Gwen's turn to fulfill her part of the deal, letting Bill take control of her mind. Gwen tries to fight
That's a
back.
fucked up deal, but I'm not gonna lie, the fact that Bill showed her that, like I said earlier, I feel like that's a real one move, because no one would have fucking told her, bro, and that's fucked up. She deserves to know that she had a fucking brother, you feel me? And the fact that Philip gave her that picture, I'm gonna guess that Philip has no problem with her.
But it's useless. Bill overpowers her and completely takes control of her body. Meanwhile, Dipper wakes up after being ejected from the mindscape. He rushes to the statue of Bill to check on Gwen, and she's still there, but sadly it's too late. Bill's already taken over.
Shit.
The scene suddenly cuts to Pacifica answering the door. She expects to see Gwen, but instead it's Philip, the clone of her dad's son. He's crying, saying he made a big
My name is Philip and I made a mistake.
Probably referring to giving Gwen that photo that started all of this.
Wait.
And sadly, just when the comic was getting really interesting, it ends right on that
What the
cliffhanger,
fuck?
after the creator went on a hiatus.
Yo!
The fan comic first started back in early 2019, and the last panel was posted in February 2021.
Oh my,
Yeah,
yo,
more-
come back, bro. That shit was actually good. I'ma give you a round of applause. I will. Because that cliffhanger was actually a solid one. But the thing about it is you got to come back and finish this shit, bro. You cannot just leave us on here.
Than 4 years ago, so chances are we are never getting an ending to
Well,
this
fuck.
amazing story.
Damn. That sucks, bro.
Which is honestly a shame, because this comic could have easily worked as a Gravity Falls Season 3, if Gravity Falls was rated PG-16, that is. But even if it's unfinished,
Maybe minus the bashing of the kid, you know what I'm saying?
gotta give props to the artist. The writing, the
Well done.
art, the atmosphere, it all perfectly captures the Gravity Falls vibe, while pushing the story into a darker territory the show could never explore. So if the creator ever decides to come back and finish it, I will definitely be there to read it. But until then, I guess this is where the comic deal ends.
Wow, that was actually kind of good, bro. That was way better than I expected. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that it was gonna be some gooning bullshit like it always is, especially with the Loud House. Holy shit, that shit is terrible, bro. But yeah, that was Gravity Falls, comic that went way too far. To be honest with you, it didn't go far enough. It didn't fucking finish, gang. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, go check out one of these 2 videos. I'll see you guys over there. Take care. Alright, should I do another stream or another video, or should I play a game?
Being Italian American.
Well, I mean, I'll finish with this because one of y'all requested me to react to this, so I'm gonna react to this. Okay, Italian meets the biggest Italian American community. I am obviously not Italian, but I was requested to react to this video, so let's react to this video.
Being Italian and being Italian American, those are 2 completely different things. In one case, I came here like now as an immigrant. In the other, I came here 50 or 70 years ago. It's like a completely different thing. For example, in Italy right now, we don't eat Alfredo pasta, or most of Italy doesn't eat meatball on the pasta. And we don't have garlic bread like you have. And when we watch a movie from Robert De Niro or Martin Scorsese, we think that is American culture, not Italian culture. I came here in New York to see with my eyes what actually Italian American culture is all about.
Mario Bosco from Brooklyn. How you doing?
Who is that?
Do you remember this, guys? When it comes to Italian American culture,
tu ci metti anise sopra la pizza.
There's only one name you keep.
Why is it low-key giving Ellen DeGeneres? You know what I mean? Y'all see it just with black hair?
Seeing everywhere. Growing up Italian.
Well, get in the car.
What started as an Instagram page turned in one of the biggest Italian American communities online, with more than 2.6 million followers.
Fagioli.
You don't call it pasta fagioli?
No, pasta fagioli is the Brooklyn stupid lingo.
The podcast is hosted by second-generation Italian Americans, Sabino Curcio, his sister Michela, and his cousin Rocco Loguercio. So while I was in New York, I had to meet them and learn more about this world. And that's exactly what I did.
Okay.
Right now, I'm outside Anthony & Son, the legendary Italian sandwich shop opened in 1994 by Antonio Curcio, who moved to the United States from southern Italy. So I'm about to meet Rocco and Sabino from Growing Up Italian, the biggest podcast about Italian American culture. They interview famous Italian American people and also famous Italians like rappers and other people from Italy. I'm gonna see what they do.
Italian rap, bro. I wonder what the fuck that sounds like. I gotta react to that one day. Italian rap. Interesting.
A little bit of the behind the scenes of their podcast.
It's Parmesan. It's not Parmesan. This is Parmesan.
Bad Baby?
And behind me, there is the famous
What the fuck is Bad Baby Italian American, bro? Is she? I'm trying to think. Maybe she is. Maybe she is, bro. The dark hair and shit. I don't know.
Shop. Sabino's dad actually owns the place, and I think he's here since 1994. He came here when he was 22, so he's been living here for 40 years, and that's crazy. He was speaking to me in Italian, and Sabino is a properly Italian American guy, so I can tell the difference. Before meeting Sabino and Rocco, I stepped inside the shop and immediately found all kinds of Italian products everywhere: pasta, Parmigiano Reggiano, imported snacks. They even had Nutella desserts. In fact, I actually visited the Nutella factory in Italy a few months ago. While I was in the shop, I tried a rice bowl arancino.
Nutella is originated from Italy, bro? Did not know that. See, I'm learning new shit right here. I did not fucking know that.
I visited the Nutella factory in Italy a few months ago. While I was in the shop, I tried a rice bowl arancino in Italian. Even though there's basically a civil war in Sicily over whether it should be called arancino or arancina. And of course, I couldn't live without trying.
It don't matter to me. That shit look good.
The famous giant panino. This is really good. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, you gotta
do this, you know.
I know you do.
What can I say? It tasted exactly as good as
y'all actually do this. Like genuinely just comes out. You ain't forcing it. Okay, bro. Okay.
It looked. After that, I met up with Rocco and started talking with Sabino. But first, he needed a private moment with his dad, Antonio.
This is real shit. Hold on, don't record this. Real.
In private.
Your podcast is called Growing Up Italian.
Yeah.
So my question is, how did you grow up as an Italian American? How was growing up Italian?
I mean, look at this block, you know? It's you see the energy today, right?
So I'm here since the morning. I'm seeing everything.
We're on Via Vespucci right here.
Yeah.
You know, this is a great Italian.
Vespucci Beach. GTA, little GTA reference right there.
Italian neighborhood. You know, there's other neighborhoods where it's like a little more known, but
This is authentic.
It's very authentic still. I think we have a big part to do with it too, you know, because we sell a lot of Italian ingredients, and you know, there's a lot of Napolitan, Salerno people in the neighborhood.
Did you grow up around this shop?
I grew up in the shop, yeah.
How was being in the shop when you were a kid?
I loved it. I mean, it was nice, you know, like when I was a kid, I went to school like 3 blocks away, and after school, I would come and I would get whatever I want. And your friend's like, you get that for free? You know, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I do, you know?
Were there many Italians?
Yeah, but now a lot of Italians left, you know?
Ah, okay. Where did they go?
I mean, they go to like Long Island, New Jersey. Yeah. Everybody moves, you know, at a certain point. But the neighborhood changed a lot here. It became more gentrified, you know? The rent is more expensive.
Would you say it was...
I was going to say, like, it's probably gentrification is why people moved, unfortunately. That fucking sucks, you know what I'm saying? But I do know that there's a lot of Italians in New Jersey. I have met some.
Difficult for you growing up like Italian, or it was actually better?
I mean, that's all I know, you know? So I don't know if it's harder or easier, but that's what I know, you know?
Were you picked on or...
No.
That's good.
I think the generation before a little more. You want to go inside?
Yeah, let's go inside. How did you decide to start the project growing up Italian?
To be honest, I didn't start it. My cousin and sister started it. And then I jumped on, like, when they started the podcast, I started. Because before that, it was kind of like...
More meme page?
It was more meme page, and nobody knew who it was. They grew it, and we're like, let's do a podcast, whatever. And then I started doing it with them.
Did your life change after that? What changed?
I mean, we did it for a long time. It took us like 7-8 years to get to this point, you know? And we had moments where, you know, we went up. But it wasn't like one thing. It was always a little at a time.
Yeah.
You know?
What was the...
And that's usually how growth happens, bro. It's not immediate. I mean, it can seem immediate, especially if you've been consistent over time, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom! And then you're on top of the world, you know what I'm saying? But the only reason that you're there is because of the little bitty wins. You feel me? By the way, this store looks absolutely amazing. The lighting in there is really nice. And they're selling clothes too. They sell fucking everything in here.
Biggest opportunity you had so far?
I don't know. I feel like I had a lot. But now to work with the Italian artists and stuff is cool.
The number one, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Your friends.
Yeah, they're my friends. You know, like I'm working on some projects now with some people's albums. You know, I don't want to say what, but you know, I'm the guy for the Italians when they need something in America. So that's cool. And I do that for my friends, you know, because there's nobody else helping them in America. So I feel like I have to.
A lot of huge Italian
I
artists.
genuinely need to listen to some Italian rap or some Italian music or some shit. I've never heard it in my life.
Been guests on Growing Up Italian. We, one of the pioneers of Italian rap, Sfera e Basta, the most streamed artist in Italy in 2025, and Anna Pepe, the current queen of Italian rap.
What are the things that are...
What the fuck, bro? Okay.
Very peculiar.
How many monthly listeners? Hold on. 6 million for him. 4 million for him. And then how much does she have, bro?
And Anna Pepe, the
4.6 million monthly listeners. These guys are going crazy on Spotify, and why the fuck have I not heard of them, bro? This is a sin.
current queen of Italian rap.
What are the things that are very peculiar to someone that lives like an Italian American?
The food, very
What's your
particular
favorite?
food. For me, I like chicken cutlets. You know, that's Italian American. Pasta, of course.
Yeah, man.
Pizza. And it's a little different than like real Italian, you know? It's like New York style.
Italian American is on its own as a culture.
Its own category, you know?
Yeah. What do you think are the difference between Italy and Italian American?
I think over here there's a little bit more of an opportunity to become something. You know, if we stood where we come from, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today.
Did you learn from your dad Italian language?
That, yeah, and family. They actually spoke English in the house. When he came home, they always spoke English. I don't know why. Now, you know, I'm trying to learn more, you know? Shout out to Duolingo. You know, I only talk to girls in Italian when they're Italian, you know? That's the trick.
That's great.
This nigga knows, bro. That's smart. That's a good game, bro. If you know any other language, you feel me, and it would serve you well to speak that language if you're trying to get a girl, bro. Trust me. Okay, just try it.
Get the hours up, you know?
What are the difficult parts of your job and also being Italian American?
So difficult part, I guess, is that now there's more people doing it, but I never look at that as a bad thing. It's honestly good. That's what we do it for, you know? So that's the only thing off the top of my head.
And dream for the future?
Dream for the future, keep doing what I'm doing, do more stuff, you know?
You want to live here in this neighborhood?
I mean, yeah, this is where I'm from. You know, maybe I live a little bit everywhere. 2 months in Milano, 2 months in Rome, you know?
While I was talking with Sabino, they were also setting up the studio downstairs to record another episode of the podcast featuring Joe Peppino, a restaurant owner who became a viral internet personality together with his son, Papa.
How old were you when you made your first pizza?
Oh, it was a big thing. Like, oh my God.
I can look at this nigga and I know that he makes the best fucking food in the goddamn world, bro. This dude makes a mean ass fucking pizza. You feel me? Like, can you guys see what I'm saying, bro? You can look at him and be like, yeah, this dude knows. He be flipping that shit. He knows exactly what he's doing.
I couldn't wait to make it. It was like, I waited all my life back then.
I couldn't wait to make it, man. I just waited. Like, that's how I know, bro.
This thing, pizza. It was, I was about 10, 11.
And now a new generation is carrying on the tradition.
Marquez, you know how to make a pizza?
Yeah.
How do you make a pizza? Tell me.
First, you gotta like spread out the pizza. Like you have to make it.
Show me the technique.
You gotta
What's the tech? Oh, is that the techers?
spread it out.
Is that
What
it?
is like to be an Italian American?
I don't know. I don't know what the technique is, bruh. But anyway, I would want y'all to make it. I don't want to make it, bro. My shit ain't gonna be as good.
This is the title of the video.
Zuccavi. So if I owe YouTube.
Yes.
So that's all you do is YouTube?
YouTuber, yes.
You run an agency too.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't agency.
I'm
looking
yeah, more of a YouTuber agency, but from Italian YouTubers, of course. So, do you have an agent? But what is the name of the place, the restaurant?
Peppino Joe.
Peppino.
It is like our life.
Okay.
That's all what I do. He's just probably Italo-Americano.
Italo-Americano.
Italian-American culture is everywhere in this neighborhood. Right next to the sandwich shop, there's another iconic Italian-American spot, Casa Cucine, created by Danny Mondello, the guy behind Meals by Cuj.
Get easy, ladies. A little super sad for the kids. Cross section.
Oh!
And there he is. To end the day properly, I also tried their rainbow cookie.
If you go to Italy, you're not gonna find
That's a
them,
cookie?
probably, because
That looks like a cake to me. You know what I'm saying? Like the 3 layers and shit. I don't know.
this cookie is Italian-American. I never ate it in my life until now. Okay. Okay. It's kind of like a thing I know. So we have something similar. It's just we don't eat it in this like configuration, I would say. But the taste, I know it very well.
It's probably not as much sugar is what he's trying to fucking say. Okay, because it's probably overloaded with sugar because we're in America and we know how it goes. You know, they probably don't allow that level of sugar in Italy.
Something from Sicily, I think. Very good.
Even though Italian-American culture is very different from
Oh my God, that looks so nice.
Italian culture, I could still feel the Italian energy everywhere. There's a lot of Italy in New York, starting with the endless pizza spots all over the city. And if you haven't seen it yet, go watch my video where I try some of the best pizza places in the city that never sleeps.
Yo, I gotta check that video out.
This video is in collaboration with Fisco Zen. If you're
What the fuck is this nigga? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Anyways, I definitely gotta try that shit. I gotta watch that video about the pizzas, bro, because I'm gonna be going to New York, so I need to know what the fuck they eat. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think about this video. Leave a like, subscribe, go check out one of these 2 videos. I'll see you guys over there. Take care. All right, W stream. I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna be. Hold on, let me end the recording first of all. I'm gonna be live tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the Gamescom thing is tomorrow, so I'm gonna definitely be live for that, and then post about it on my Instagram, Shama Speaks, link in the description. But I'm gonna end stream there, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe. I'll see you guys.